After many hours of reading through all of the innovative ideas collected from Unleash the Noise, we have synthesized the findings from the summit into a general framework for a national collaborative platform, which is currently in the development process. The two major contributors of our overall well-being are physical health and our focus, mental health. One of the biggest issues surrounding mental health is the stigma associated with it. The two components of stigma that were deemed to be the most important to address are the language used around mental health and the dichotomous perceptions that emerge between those that have experienced a mental illness and those that haven't. We need to bridge this gap to create a universal understanding of mental health. How do we do this? The delegates broke down the key contributing factors of our mental health into two broad categories: genetics and environmental factors. We can address the environmental factors by creating a universal mission statement and developing a central hub to connect students and organizations from across the country. We can then leverage this nationally scaled collaboration to better communicate important messages about the 5 key areas that appear to be most important to students, which include expectations for our future, academic pressure, technology and media, self-image, and the generational gap. Next, we look at the resources. You'll be creating a clear and concise guide of what resources to use and when, and building a framework of resources for schools to customize based on their specific communities. 3 major issues that were brought up as areas of inefficiency are policy, healthcare, and the education system. While addressing these directly is outside of our scope, we believe improvements on these fronts may come as a positive externality of our efforts. We may even be able to address this directly one day as Unleash the Noise grows. While this gives you a broad overview of the findings, it's important to recognize how the structure of these components vary based on rural versus urban settings, by gender, and by high school and post-secondary settings. That brings me to our overall objective. We found that the landscape of mental health can be put into 5 levels: no awareness, awareness, understanding, leadership, and ownership. Our national objective for Unleash the Noise is to shift the bell curve of mental health to the right. As you can see, by doing this, we can reach a place where most people have an understanding of mental health, and that's what's going to lead to real and substantial change long term. Visit our website for the full write-up explaining the findings from Unleash the Noise 2013.